Hi, in this lesson we're going to look at 2 of the 5 directions in Tai Chi. These are stepping actions that we take, and we're going to look at look to the left, step to the right, and look right, step to the left. And I'm going to try to go into a simple explanation of the core movements and how this motion works and why the look left, step right and look right, step left, why the look portions are so important to the movement. First of all, when we do these motions, and I'll start from here, we're going to be stepping out after collecting, angling the body. We're going to step out at an angle with a 45-degree foot position, stepping with the heel on the same line as the standing leg, but a 45-degree angle, in this case, out to the left. This motion would come in, let's say, a transition to Fair Lady Works the Shuttle, or some other movements. But we're always going to be stepping out on the same line as the rear heel, but with the leg angled out 45 degrees. I'm going to show you the difference between this and the advancing step, and hopefully this will make it a little bit more clear how the core is being moved. When we do the step out at an angle, I'm going to do the look left, step right. First, what we're doing is collecting all of the weight in the initial movement by turning both elements of the abdominal core, lower and upper, towards the swing leg, or sorry, towards the standing leg. So towards my left leg as my swing leg hip flexes. This brings all of the weight up to that leg, freeing this leg completely. My right leg is completely free. Now I'm going to use the upper core, change directions, and then change directions one more time, and that's going to lead to this step out at an angle. And I believe these changes of directions of the upper core in this sequence is going to explain why we have to look left before we step right. And that is because when we step normally or in advancing steps, what we're doing is turning the body in the direction we're going to step before we go there. Let's take the Tai Chi walk, or from Parting the Wild Horse's Mane. If I'm going to step forward, I'm turning my upper core forward on the left in the direction of, let's say, the camera or my opponent before I collect the leg and then step out. So at all times my vision is focused in front of me. Only after I've taken that initial shift of weight do I turn the upper core to release the rear leg, but I'm still focusing here in that forward direction. If I were doing the same motion from Parting the Wild Horse's Mane, and I did not take the upper core on the left, turning clockwise to keep my intention there towards the camera, instead if I use the right side and turn it to the left, you can see all of my weight is going to collect at once, and my visual intention is going to turn to the left. That is a different motion than the advancing step, where the initial part of the movement is here. This leg doesn't fully collect because I have energy from the upper part of the core turning backwards towards that leg. Only by then changing the direction of the upper core do I release my rear leg to step out. So that's why when we have the look left, step right, and I'll begin it as if I was going to start Parting the Wild Horse's Mane, instead of keeping my focus there in front, I'm going to look to the left. Now turn forward and then step out. And now I'm stepping out at a 45-degree angle to this foot with an angulation of my body out 45 degrees rather than the advancing step where I'm continuing to travel straight forward. I hope that explains a little bit of why the Tai Chi stepping actions are named the way they're named and how the core movements, the coordination of these three elements of the core, determine how these movements take place. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, subscribe to the channel, click the like button, and click on the bell to get notifications for my future videos.